discovered techniques. I won't say that we invented them, because the evidence suggests they were known to ancient civilizations and then lost for creating what I call delayed degradation systems. Pathogens combined with metallic compounds that lodge in tissue to create long-term health effects, not immediate death but gradual decline. It's perfect for strategic applications. You're describing a witch's brew, Jerkis said, but there was a note of revulsion in his voice. An apt description, though I preferred engineered pandemic protocol. But yes, in essence, we were refining recipes for biological warfare that could operate across generations. The Napoleon case study was particularly instructive. Whoever deployed those pathogens in 1812 achieved strategic victory without a single conventional battle. And you think you can replicate this? Captain, I already have replicated it. I've even improved upon it. And I'm willing to share everything I know with the United States government because I believe you need this capability before the Soviets develop it themselves. Oh, it was a masterful misdirection. Dr. Blumia had no interest in protecting America from Soviet threats. His interest was ensuring the work continued, regardless of which flag it flew under. And if the Americans believed that they were the ones in control, so much the better. Jerkis closed the folder abruptly. This conversation is clearly above my clearance level. I need to report to my superiors. Of course, but Captain, one more thing. Dr. Blumia's voice dropped. When you brief your superiors, you might mention that the biological agents I've been developing have certain unusual properties. They target specific populations more effectively than others. I'll say this delicately, I suppose. Melanin-rich tissue, for instance, shows an enhanced particle retention and accelerated symptom progression. A feature that could be quite strategic if deployed correctly. The racism in that statement was deliberately overt, designed to appeal to the Americans' own segregated military culture. But beneath the surface calculation, Dr. Blumia was thinking of the deeper truth he would never speak aloud. The entities, yes, entities, that had shared this knowledge with the Reich, they had not been human. Or maybe some had been at one point, but they definitely had changed. The documents from Austria, the text describing sky people, the metallurgical processes that seemed to come from outside human history, they all pointed to something that operated on timescales beyond human comprehension. The war between the nations was a distraction. The real war was being waged across centuries, perhaps millennia, by forces that viewed humanity as little more than a biological experiment. And Blumia had decided long ago that if he couldn't resist those forces, he would at least survive by making himself useful to whatever agenda they were pursuing. The harvest would come. It had been promised by those ancient texts. A winnowing, a culling, and a reorganization of human biology itself. I'm going to pause here as this is getting a little long, but I will continue with part 2 of chapter 1 if you guys would like.
Echoes in the corridors, whispers of the scheme. Truth looks foreign in the land of the dream. Dust on the scrolls where the secret was penned. History loops where the cycle won't end. Steel in my spirit, I was forged through pain. Lightning in the nerve, holy fire in the vein. The gold runs hollow when the sheep start to wake. I move like thunder cause the system's to quake. No blade, no